Hi, welcome. Congratulations. Right in. Good.
How are you?
Hi, how are you feeling? What's up?
I have a key.
Yeah, I'll take that.
I was going through my closet this morning. It was like I need to remember that.
Okay,
It was in my work day. So I was told to come introduce myself. Barbie. She sent me this way and said it would come in. It's nice meeting you.
That's a great dress. I like it. It's cute.
That's what it says. This is my mother. It's like, where are you? I've listened to 20 times. I said. Okay, no message yet. We'll see. Let's see. Oh, there's an agenda. No, it's okay. Everyone was asking me if there was one, and I said no. Well, there's no. Oh, they were talking about maybe doing that next year. No, I mean, yeah. So it's supposed to probably be really bad. Get to see. Yeah, we're just
get started here at 5:30 probably, and Michael will call up and come to the soup. Looking at all those soups over there. I'm gonna have to RSVP list, so I'm sure these things won't change. There should be. Probably don't try to resolve I think the students are. Yes.
Good day.
Exactly. Biggest smile ever.
I missed our profile. I
Yep.
don't have any professional photos, and I missed the one with our photographer.
Right.
And I still haven't gone down calendar and reached out to.
Jen, talk to Jen. Yeah, talk
Yeah.
to Jen can do one.
I think I was in the hospital.
I mean, heck, I mean,
when that happened.
You know, Tasha could probably do a photo for you.
Yeah.
Just think of a joke when you smile,
Well, we
so
have
it looks
more
natural and
natural.
real.
I suck at pictures. You ever see the Friends episode with Chandler and they're trying to get wedding pictures
I've
done?
not.
And every time he thinks he can't help it. That's what I feel like.
Don't do that.
But we don't have.
I'm telling you,
Just checking in.
5 minutes, you're pulling on.
It's all right. Well,
Real big.
what we can do actually, I will go over there and say, hey, in about 5 minutes.
Really expensive.
No, this is just a live. It's not like a. It's basically some.
What's that?
Yes. No, I'm sorry. I'm tired.
I'm feeling the weeks. So I'm just gonna keep going and going.
It's an Altoona.
Okay.
It's an Altoona.
Sorry. Just today. That'd be from here. Okay.
Yes.
So I love it. It's the best case. I'll go back.
So I mean, cool. So like that transaction it starts. That's it. And then after that, shoot across to London. Was able to tell there the next day back southwest. South Michael, which is the island. That's where they did from the Star Wars movies. So we're gonna do a boat ride on that, see the sights from there. Back in the car and drive to Dimble Peninsula. All again, go western, southwestern, then we're gonna drive. Still southern half. It's been like get involved in like they were home. I was so because my niece so my brother went to Trinity Hall. I've been there twice.
Better memories than I do.
Yes.
We're down.
Wrong front row.
I don't want to take a seat flat out so there's an late. Yeah.
I know somebody ran off to the bathroom, but we'll just have to make our way back. All right. Well, let me first welcome everybody to the Master of Management and Organizational Leadership graduation ceremony for the class of 2022. I'm Mike Waldier. I'm the Managing Director for Resident Graduate Program, which includes the MOL program. And I'd like to thank everybody here for joining us this afternoon to celebrate the accomplishments of the class that's graduating. For the parents and friends and family that are in the room, thank you for your support, for your help and encouragement that you've given to your graduates. The graduates have really done something pretty extraordinary here by doing this program, especially in this environment. To the students and both in the room, and I think there's folks online too, I want to offer my heartfelt congratulations for what you've accomplished. I know it's been a pretty challenging year, and you've all handled that with perseverance. You've adapted, and you've gotten through it, kept your resolve, maybe grown in ways that you didn't expect, which is kind of interesting. I couldn't be prouder of you, and I know everybody else is proud of you. So. During the next hour or so, you're going to hear some speeches from your classmates saying the same thing. You're going to hear some speeches from faculty and staff saying similar things. Your student speaker, again, saying similar things. So I hope you recognize all that you've accomplished and also feel very, very proud of yourselves for what you've done. With that, I would like to introduce Associate Dean Brian Cameron, who leads the professional graduate programs in executive education for Smith College of Business. Dean Cameron has helped this program actually come to fruition. He is also the faculty director of the MOL program. Many of you have seen him in the town halls we've held to talk about what we can do to make the program even better in future years. Dean Cameron has a PhD and an MBA from Penn State and holds a bachelor's degree in computer science. Please welcome Dean Cameron.
Thanks, Mike. So last fall, you started on a journey, the Master's Management Organizational Leadership Program at Smith College. This last year has been quite a journey for all of us. The pandemic has presented you with many challenges, and you've risen to those challenges. I'd like to take a minute to thank the family and friends that are here today that provided you with the support along the way over the last year. Let's give them a hand. We've learned a lot from all of you, and hopefully you learned much from our faculty and staff. I've personally enjoyed hearing from you at our town halls and with my regular meetings with your class president. Where is Caitlin? Let's give Caitlin a round of applause. Michael Dell once said the following to work with graduates. As you start your journey, the first thing you should do is throw away that store-bought map and begin to draw your own. This quote made me think of the students in this program. By enrolling in the MOL program, you all decided to create a path that is very different from where your undergraduate degree would have taken. Many of you have shared your stories and reasons for attending this program with me, and most of your stories revolve around the desire to combine your undergraduate degree with a solid business foundation. Today, you're facing an economic environment that's very different from previous years, and the ability to change paths, be a lifelong learner, and grow your own path is more critical than ever. Most of you will have between 12 and 15 different jobs throughout your careers, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. You will continue to draw your own paths in non-traditional, non-conventional ways. You'll need to be lifelong learners in this fast-changing world, and really give Penn State with a great educational foundation. Please continue to think of us throughout your educational journey. As Mike mentioned, we have launched and are continuing to launch a very large portfolio of online and resident graduate education offerings for the many different levels and twists and turns that you may take. We wish you the very best as you begin this next chapter of your lives. Please keep in touch. Please let us know how you continue to choose to draw and follow your own paths. Thank you.
Now, I would like to turn things over to Dean Charles Whiteman. Dean Whiteman has led the Penn State Smith College of Business for over 20 years, overseeing research across the college, development of new program offerings like the Master's Management Organizational Leadership, and educating more than 6,000 students every year. Dean Whiteman brings nearly 40 years of experience in higher education and business at Penn State. He's a professor of economics, chair of the economics department, and director of the Institute of Economic Research at the University of Iowa, and senior associate dean of the City College of Business at the University of Iowa. He holds a PhD in economics from the University of Minnesota, bachelor's degree in economics from the University of Kansas. Please join me in welcoming Dean Charles.
Thanks, Mike, and thanks for the additional 10 years at Penn State. It's actually only been 10. It seems like 20. Congratulations, graduates. Wow, you've really come a long way in a very short period of time. And I have to add to the chorus that Brian started. Let's give family and friends and those that supported you through this program a round of applause. Thank you. Now, one of the things you have to do as a dean is you have to encourage graduating students to think about giving back. And so I want to tell you a little story about Frank Smeal. So Frank Smeal was working probably 2 jobs when he was a student here. And the story is that he was always rushing late to his finance class. Now, his eventual wife here at G was in that same finance class. Figured out that Frank was always coming in late. And so she conspired to sit in the aisle and trip him. And the rest is history. They ultimately got married. But my story is about another day that we came, and he sat in the front row because those were the only seats left. In the front row, you could stretch your legs out and cross them by your ankles. And he did that. And the finance professor noticed that Frank's shoes had holes in the soles, and he had put cardboard at the bottom of his shoes to keep his feet dry. And at the conclusion of class, the faculty member motioned for Frank to come home, and he said, "Stick around, and we're going to go downtown." And he took that student downtown. Now, I don't know how much a pair of shoes that faculty member bought for Frank's meal cost, but I'm going to guess $2.50, because that was the size of the gift that Frank Smeal gave as his first gift to what would ultimately become the Smeal College business, $2.50. So if you get into the habit early on with $2.50, that would be a great start, because I'm hoping that one of you sitting here today will name the next big thing that we do in school. Now, I want to try to say something profound. This is difficult. It's what makes academic life difficult, because you have to write things that are profound, but also new. And that's what makes it really difficult and original too. So all of these things kind of make it difficult. It's easy to write stuff that's new, that's not profound. And it's easy to write profound stuff that's not new, because you just quote the great scholars of the time. So anyway, I am going to quote a great American philosopher in trying to say something profound. So I'm going to rely on somebody else's words. And that philosopher is Theodore Geisel. Anybody recognize that name? You know what's coming? All right, so let me set this up. This is the commencement address at Lake Forest College in 1977. Don't worry, this is the entire thing. But let me set this up. So this is Dr. Seuss, and the president of the college, this is a little college in a Chicago suburb, has a friend who knows Dr. Seuss. And he gets the friend to go to Seuss and say, "Listen, what we'd really like to do as a college is we'd like to give you an honorary degree and give the commencement address." And the friend comes back and tells the president, "Yeah, I've got Seuss coming." Now, when Seuss actually gets to campus, the president and his spouse realize that Seuss has no commencement speech, because, as in his words, "I talk with people, not at people." Oh boy, so they've got an honorary degree recipient and no commencement speaker. So what are they going to do? Well, lots of nerves. And anyway, they're up on the stage and they're putting the hood over Seuss's head for the honorary degree. And they get the hood on Seuss. The president and his spouse are working together to do this. They get the hood on, and the spouse steps to the microphone and says, "It's not the cat in the hat, it's Susan Noose." So Susan thinks this is funny, and he pulls this out and gives the commencement address in the form of a poem. The title of the poem is "My Uncle Terwilliger on the Art of Eating Poplars." Go. My uncle ordered poplars from the restaurant's bill of fare, and when they were served, he regarded them with a penetrating stare. Then he spoke great words of wisdom as he sat there on that chair. "To eat these things," said my uncle, "you must exercise great care. You may swallow down what's solid, but you must spit out the air. And as you partake of the world's bill of fare, that's darn good advice to follow. Do a lot of spitting out the hot air, and be careful what you swallow." Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, Dean Whiteman, for those nice words. My name is Sydney Sprill, and I'm the Director of Student Services for the Management Organizational Leadership Master's Program. And I also want to recognize my colleague Joy Mack, who is with our admissions team, and she is a leader on our admissions team who brought in this amazing class. The Director of Student Services, we kind of work together every day. Right, so Joy brings the class in. I think that's a great opportunity over this last academic year to work with each and every one of you for your onboarding, as well as advising throughout the year to this amazing time and how swiftly it has gone. And it has been actually less than a year. But I'd like to recognize each and every one of you in your class. I know how hard it worked. I know the beginning of this year was challenging, and it's been an amazing journey as things have continued to open up now, in spite of the pandemic and where we find ourselves today. So I congratulate each and every one of you for your perseverance. And also leading in a time such as this is fraught with challenges. But this is where we begin to really build our resiliency and find out what we're made of. And I'd like to recognize now our class leaders. And when I say your name, if you could come forward to the stage, please. Caitlin Merck, class president. Vice President of Operations. Emily Bursall, Vice President of Finance. And one of the amazing things that they worked on this year, as you've heard, our programs have continued to grow to a larger portfolio of one-year master's programs and residents. And what started out as the Management Organizational Leadership Student Association, I can proudly share with you, under their leadership, has grown to the Graduate Business Student portfolio starting in the fall semester. They have truly left things better than they found them, and we thank you to them. Now, I'm excited to welcome Caitlin Martin, who is the class president for Perfect Groups. Good evening, everyone. I am very honored to have the opportunity to stand and speak to you on behalf of the MOL class of 2022. This was a very unique year for us, as we all know, and it is only fitting because we are a very unique class. This year, we had our first in-person football season in 2 years. We had our first class without masks in over 2 years, and our very first time learning what a pain Excel will be for the rest of our lives. But in all seriousness, we went through a lot of change. Some of this was return to normalcy, and others were tougher to handle. The majority of us are starting our careers. This means securing job offers, negotiating terms, and finding a new community to call us. As someone who is actually going to more school after graduation, I just want to sincerely tell you all, good luck. I have no doubt that you all will succeed. I personally had the blessing to watch each of you grow along with me. We grow in separate ways and have a variety of careers ahead of us, but that's what truly makes the MOL program so special. We all came here for different reasons. Some wanted us to shift our undergrad focus, others wanted to strengthen their current skills, and some wanted another year to explore their athletics. No matter how all you got here, you're all here for a reason. Now, I'm actually a very big believer in everything happens for a reason. And as much as I loved learning about COGS, EBIT, CapEx, FIFO, and so many more acronyms, I love the relationships I formed as well. From this program, we can understand the value of interacting and working within the corporate world. From this program, I have made lifelong friends and a lot of LinkedIn connections. I'm sure we can all agree on that. From this program, we have all become stronger professionals, stronger leaders, and stronger people. Our class is full of amazing individuals that show our strength and remarkability. We have a blue band member who got to play his first blue and white game this year. We have dancers who got to participate in a record-breaking dawn. We have luminaries doing important work in the only college-affiliated diversity enhancement office. And we have a number of transfer athletes that got to experience Penn State for the first time this year. Oh, one more thing, we have a wrestling national champion. To prove that you're all such cool people. I also say this because I'm so confident in your abilities to make the world a better place. And I'm also very excited to be able to have that opportunity to watch it unfold for every single step of the way. I think the one word to wrap up how I feel is grateful. I'm so grateful for our class and all the memories we have made together. I'm also grateful for our professors. Their charisma, wisdom, and passion for teaching did not go unnoticed, and we would not be where we are today without them. Also, I'd like to give some recognition to the administration and supportive staff of the MOL program. Without all their hard work and dedication, this unique program would not be possible. Finally, I'm grateful to my parents. They consistently push me to be the best person I can be, and I could not imagine a better support system to get me through 3 graduations this far. I would not have the fraction of the dedication if it wasn't for my mom, whose position I want to eventually become. Plus, I wouldn't have a fraction of the humor without my dad. So for all the cheesy half-wit jokes that I've made throughout the year, like I'm truly grateful for you all. And thank you for making me a better person and cultivating an experience that I will never forget. We all made it. Congratulations. Welcome Taylor Regan, our Vice President of Operations, back to the stage to recognize some of our program's faculty.
Hi, everyone. We want to sincerely thank all of our faculty for an incredible year. In this short year, we have been so lucky to have had such enthusiastic, passionate, and exceptional members of our faculty. You have provided us with a strategic vision that we will carry on with us into our next chapters. We not only have learned important aspects of business, but also many life lessons that we will utilize and implement into our life and professions. Thank you for an outstanding year, and more importantly, thank you for putting up with our incessant clapping and cheering. So we have some superlatives that we would like to present to our professors that have been voted on by our MOL class. So when I call your name, please come up to the podium and accept your award. So first up, we have Best Storyteller, which goes to Professor Krug. So next up, we have MVP, Most Valuable Professor, which goes to Professor Crocker, who unfortunately cannot be here today because he's traveling. So next is the funniest professor, which goes to Professor Sajay. Okay, and last but not least, we have MOL Best Friends, which goes to Andy and Nancy. Thank you all so much again, and now I'll welcome Caitlin back up to the stage.
So I have the pleasure of just announcing who our next speaker will be. This was elected by our students. So I'd like to welcome Stephen Butters to the stage to give some remarks.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Caitlin, for delivering such a remarkable speech earlier. If I had known I had to follow an act like that, I might have written a poem too. Good evening, everyone. My name is Stephen Butters. I'm here on behalf of the MOL class of 2022, and it is an honor to stand here and speak before all of you, guests, faculty, staff, and students. This is the culmination of a year-long pursuit of education to become better managers and better leaders. It has been a long year. We took 16 different classes. We worked tirelessly on assignments and presentations. We spent a lot of time learning and recovering from that learning and preparing to do the next one. Indeed, we have accomplished a lot in the past 9 months. But amid the late night Zoom meetings puzzling over spreadsheets and the Sunday afternoons spent deciding whether Apple should acquire Peloton, I speculate that we may not have spent enough time learning about ourselves. And we would be remiss to step into the working world and the rest of our lives without devoting time to just that. It's very important to know who you are, to know why you do the things that you do, and why you want the things that you want. Without this understanding, you become simply whatever the world tells you to become. And I assure you that the outside world will not shape you with your best interests at heart. You must shape yourself from within. And that starts with knowing yourself and knowing your values. We all will become leaders in our lives. And the people we lead, that we empower, that we inspire, that we at times frustrate and confuse and misunderstand, they will all see how we have been shaped, and they will all know how we act on our values. And if we want to be truly effective leaders, we must know that as well. We need to know how to reach those people, and we need to know what is stopping us from reaching them. I say this because the world needs it. It needs great leaders and visionaries and critical thinkers and the courage to break the mold. It would be a tremendous loss for each of you to deny yourselves and those around you of the incredible, unique abilities of each of you. So I encourage you all to reflect, to understand your values, to question what you fear and why it scares you. What motivates you? What rules do you follow? And why do you follow them? What's important to you that isn't important to anybody else? I truly believe that this will help you as a manager and as a human being to make the right choices. And that's not to say you won't ever be wrong. There are times when all of us will be wrong. Rarely and of little consequence, I hope. But despite the intellectual assets our education has bestowed upon us, it will happen. And it can be an awful feeling, one that makes you doubt your intelligence and your instincts and your worth. But from that feeling comes the opportunity to learn and get it right next time. Have faith in yourself. Let not your confidence nor your ego take offense to being wrong. Accept the feeling, own it, and use it to grow into the person that you want to become. In the past 9 months, each of us have persevered through a uniquely difficult journey, but we are all the stronger for it. The MOL class in 2022 will soon be leaving room 125 of the business building and going out to make their mark on the world. I have no doubts that every graduate in this room will have successful careers and, more importantly, leave a positive impact on the people that they serve, assist, and lead. As my final remark, I urge you once more to take deliberate time to reflect on who you are, what you want, and what matters to you. And I hope that you use this knowledge to unabashedly shape the decisions that you make. In this way, we can find comfort and conviction, and the assurance that, while we might not always make the best decisions, at least we are making the right ones. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Before we continue on with our superlatives, I just wanted to say I had such an amazing time getting to know all of you this year, and I'm truly excited to see all our futures unfold in the upcoming years. So with that being said, I'm going to read off some awards that your classmates nominated for. So the first one is actually, this person is here, and we didn't think they were coming. So the first award goes to Ryan Bose for winning most likely to sleep through graduation. Okay, our next award goes to somebody who unfortunately couldn't be here tonight. That person is Ryan Townsend, and he would most likely to never ask a question in class. So hope you get a chance. Sorry, Taylor, I know we said we were doing backstories, but I gotta kill some time. So this next award goes to somebody who frequently visited Zaxby's next to us. And this award goes to Hannah for most likely to get Zaxby's sponsorship. And finally, our last award goes to somebody who won Best Hair. So, Kayla, congratulations. Let's give all our award winners a round of applause. Both names you can back up to the stage.
next chapter of your lives, you won't be starting this chapter alone. You're now SMEAL graduates, and you have access not just to the vast Penn State alumni network, but now the vast SMEAL alumni network. We look forward to seeing you at future alumni events, and we'll be asking for your involvement as we continue to tweak and improve this program going forward. We wish you the very, very best as you begin this next chapter of your lives. And please keep in touch and let us know how you continue to draw and evolve your paths. Please continue to think of us as a lifelong line partner, which you see across the screen up here. As you're now part of this SMEAL family, and we want to keep you integrated into that family. Wish you the very best in this next chapter. Thank you.
Thank you. And that includes our celebration this evening. I did want to share a couple of things. If you haven't had a chance to take advantage of the nice photo cross over here, please do that. And then we do have a small gift for each of our graduates on the back table. And again, we thank each and every one of you to be here in this celebration.
Like that.